Very good morning, everyone, and welcome to the briefing for Friday the 29th of September. So I've put the overnight chart on here, and you see yesterday this was painted as the centre of a low pressure. It does sort of appear that way, and that passed through us sort of yesterday evening and overnight. It was quite hard to make out exactly what feature we had. It felt a little bit like a cold, warm front going over, sort of quite drizzly and miserable. But the result is today, the last thing to go through was a cold front, and that's now passed through to the east. So we're left with, looks like a reasonable air mass, and just about under this ridge of high pressure. Isobars still relatively close together, so a fairly stiff breeze from the west, but it should be quite a nice day by the looks of it. Now going ahead to tomorrow, hopefully the same picture. We're still just about under this high pressure, although fronts and weather systems moving in from the Atlantic. This is the midday chart, so it may be the case that by later in the afternoon tomorrow it's less good, but hopefully also a good day. Sunday, it looks like it really depends on the positioning of this front here. If that ends up over the top of us, then it could be a bit of a dreary day. More to the south, then it could be quite nice. So not sure on that one yet. Winds today at flying height, we're looking at about 15 to 20 knots, pretty much down to 7. And the current sat pic is showing a pretty clear outlook over most of the country. You can see the remains of that low pressure, those fronts out to the east, but nice over our area. And on the rain radar, a few minutes ago anyway, you could see the rain over to the east. There we go. But nothing in our area, certainly not for the rest of the day. And the public forecast suggesting sunny all day with a top temperature of 18 degrees with that westerly wind, fairly brisk throughout the middle of the day. Nice temperature dew point split today. We've got about 17, 18 degrees in the Lasham area with dew point sat at about 9. That's current view outside. Looks quite nice. Current temperature is 14 with the dew point sat at 11.5. And Farnborough hasn't got a lot to report. They're saying some clouds at 2,500, but they're then saying scattered at 3,000. They've put prop 30. That's for early this morning. So yeah, 10 knots of wind from the west and not a lot else. Okay, top meteo is suggesting some soaring today, and certainly if you're going downwind, reasonably good in the Lasham area and better sort of into the west country by the looks of it. Look at our site forecast. Set to a buoy. Let's change that. There we go. So thermal strength is showing usable from about midday. 1.5 to 2 knot thermals throughout the afternoon and dying off by about 3 or 4 o'clock now this time of year. It's showing heights to be going to about 3,000 to 4,000 feet. Maybe a little bit optimistic, but I think there will be some soaring to be had. NOTAMs, not a lot to affect. If you are brave enough to be going cross country, 24 up here, article dropping at Abingdon. Otherwise, these two NOTAMs out to the west, 17, 18, they don't, they're two danger areas, I think. But not in effect until 1800 local, 1800 Zulu, so 7 p.m. local. Number 10 here, just some paragliders around. Okay, operationally, it will be 2-7, standard operation with the launch point here. With cables running down the side of the runway here. Not sure exactly what the wind's going to be all over the day. We'll start off possibly with a northerly component and then end up with a southerly component. So just correct as we asked you to on the winch launch. Otherwise, should be fairly straightforward. A couple of things. We've got an A320neo departing at 1500 local. This is unconfirmed because they haven't filed a flight plan yet. And just remember, there's no evening groups now. So anyone who's got a glider for the afternoon slot, make sure you put it in the hangar when you're done with it. Other than that, see you out in the airfield. Bye for now.